Geography, similarities and differences revision. Now, Mumbai is located in the Indian state of Maharashtra, to the east of India. As of 2010, India had a GDP of 1,200 per capita, compared with around 36,000 per capita in the UK. Mumbai is a fast-growing industrial area, but despite its fast economic growth, Mumbai continues to face massive income inequalities, high unemployment and high rates of malnutrition. Now, the bit she's drawing at the moment is the Sanjay Gandhi National Park. It covers an area of 40 square miles and is one of the most visited parks in the world, with 2 million visitors annually. Activities there are rock climbing, nature trails and a tiger safari. Now, that bit there is the Mithi River, which runs from Powai Lake into the Indian Ocean. Unfortunately, it does have a few problems with pollution, mainly due to the slums and waste products from industry. There are programs going on to clean it up, such as the Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority. Unfortunately, these clean-ups aren't popular with everybody, as they involve moving slum dwellers. Now, these are the lakes. They're called Tushi Lake, Vihar Lake, and Powai Lake. Now, that bit there is Chowpatty Beach. This is Mumbai's most famous beach and a popular tourist area. The temperature's rather nice, as Mumbai has a year-round average temperature of 28 to 33 degrees, although it's not as hot as most of India due to cooling coastal winds. The annual rainfall in Mumbai is around 2,000 mil, although the majority of this falls in the summer monsoon months. Aha, this is the slum, Dharavi. It's a massive slum, housing between 600,000 and 1 million people. Most of the housing is illegal. Dharavi has huge problems with public health due to the lack of toilet facilities. There's only one toilet between 1,440 people. This means people tend to use the river, which leads to the spread of various contagious diseases, such as cholera. Part of Vision Mumbai is to redevelop Dharavi. They will demolish the slum and relocate people in low-rent, high-rise flats, although these will be rather small. Also, redeveloping might harm business in the area, which has a flourishing recycling industry. 80% of Mumbai's plastic waste is recycled in Dharavi. There are also traditional industries, such as pottery and leather tanning. These products are then exported all around the world. The problem with these industries is they are largely informal work. This means the government collects no taxes and the workers have no minimum wage or rights. Poor Kirsty. Now, not all areas of Mumbai are poor. Areas like Bollywood are wealthy due to a thriving film industry. Bollywood produces films like 3 Idiots, which are watched by the Indian community in the UK and around the world. Now, this bit down here is Wankhede Cricket Stadium. Wankhede hosted the 2011 Cricket World Cup final, which brought in visitors from around the world. This area at the bottom of Mumbai is called Nariman Point. Now she's adding the Tata Group, and Tata Group is a rapidly growing business group with significant international operations, according to their website. Tetley Tea is one of the companies which is part of Tata Group. The tea is grown and processed in India and then exported around the world. These tea growers would be employed in agriculture, along with 69% of all Indians, compared with only 1.4% of people in the UK. Another part of Tata Group is Tata Motors, which produces cars like Land Rovers and Jaguars. There's a Land Rover. And up here is Capita Group, and Capita is the UK's leading outsourcing company. They outsource services to Mumbai, like call centres. A British-based company that outsources to Mumbai is the bank HSBC. Call centres are good because they give Indians a chance to improve their English, and it also gets money into the Mumbai economy. The bits she's doing now are roads, and all the taxis and auto-rickshaws that drive around Mumbai are required by law to run on natural gas, which is much more environmentally friendly than coal or oil. There is also the Mumbai Suburban Railway. Another part of Vision Mumbai is to increase the frequency and size of the trains on the Suburban Railway. They also aim to improve pedestrian routes. The British government continues to give aid to India so it can meet its Millennium Development Goals. 86% of India's population currently lives on less than $2 a day, compared with 0% in the UK. Other evidence they are significantly less developed than the UK is their adult life expectancy, which is 69, whereas in the UK it's 79. Their infant mortality rate is also much higher. 32 children per 1,000 die, while in the UK this figure is only 5. This is possibly because India spends less than 1% of its GDP on its healthcare system, one of the lowest rates in the world. There are simply not enough healthcare facilities to meet the population's demand. There is also a shortage of doctors, nurses and medics. Despite this, India has become a hub for medical tourists. This is because procedures are cheaper here than in other countries. Private hospitals people might visit include the Bombay Hospital in Mumbai, shown here. Mumbai's education system is also inferior to the one in the UK. Evidence of this is the adult literacy rate. Only 61% of adults in India can read, compared with 99% in the UK. Reason rates are so low is large class sizes and children needing to work to get their parents out of poverty. However, these figures should improve in the future, because in 2009 the Indian government passed a law to provide universal, free and compulsory education to all children aged between 6 and 14. Hopefully in the future this will lead to children getting well-paid jobs, which will create wealth for India's economy. Now that bit down there is Mumbai Harbour. Mumbai Harbour is a natural deep-water harbour and is extremely busy, as Mumbai generates 70% of India's maritime trade. The harbour is heavily polluted. Goods exported from Mumbai Harbour include spices. India produces 86% of the world's spice. In the UK, restaurants like Manningtree's Indian would use these for cooking. Companies that do this exporting include Evergreen Exports, which exports to right here in the UK. And there's a map of Mumbai which should score 5 out of 5 on a map question. And here's a final map of Mumbai just to compare.